أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And welcome to another one of your G2 classes. I hope and pray that today everybody is doing well and that everyone is also keeping safe. And I hope that this lesson is beneficial for each and every one of you. Now, just before we start the class, can everyone make sure that they have signed in with the correct IDs? Please use this time to quickly go to the participant list to find yourself and to check if you have signed in with the correct IDs. If not, then please make sure that you do rename yourself because only correct IDs will be called to the mic. Okay, if you have any questions or queries, do not hesitate to contact us via this email address, ukquranclass@gmail.com, and feel free to also visit our website, ahmadiyya.uk/NQC. Now, just looking at the agenda quickly for today, we are, as always, going to start off our class with an opening dua, and then we're going to practice a few of the hard words, which you guys have been practicing throughout the week, but we will recap them all today. And we will not be learning a new rule as such, but I will briefly go over a certain rule and we will be basically going over the surah which you guys were reading yesterday as well, which is Surah Al-Mutaffifin, chapter 83. Inshallah, our intention is to complete the surah today. And then inshallah towards the end I will summarize the lesson, assign you guys some homework, and then inshallah we will end our class with a dua. So as always, before I start the class, we will have student on the mic to recite the starting prayer. So assalamu alaikum, co-host.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullah. I'm going to call G2170.
Yes, G2170. Assalamu alaikum. G2170. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, may you please start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and I will lead you into the recitation, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
MashaAllah, very nicely recited. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, may you please recite after me? ربي علمني
ربي علمني
ما هو خير عندك
خير عندك.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. And could you please read out the English for me?
Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge. Tazkira.
Well done, Tazkira. Mashallah, very nicely recited, G2170. Jazakumullah so much for your time. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Okay. Now, before we go into our rule and before we go and practice our surah, I would just want to take some time to go through a few of these practice words right now, these hard words, and then we'll go through some more towards the end of the lesson as well. So if I could, co-host, please have a student onto the mic to help me recite these words.
Okay, I'm going to invite G2149.
Yeah, G2149. Assalamu alaikum. G2149. Assalamu alaikum.
G2149, please unmute yourself, please. Okay, I'll try another one.
Okay, no problem.
G2246.
Yep, G2246. Assalamu alaikum. G2 46. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, may you please start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and inshallah we will be going through these 3 words with you, okay? So please start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. Okay, first of all, before I explain any rules, can you just try and pronounce this word for me? Okay, very nicely tried. Let's just look at this word, but let's break them up into letters, okay? This right here, now this looks like a scene because it literally has it looks definitely like a scene because of these curves, right? But I will just say these are 3 different letters. You have a meme here, a noon here, and a meme again. So meme mushaddad, noon sakin, and meme mushaddad again. So when you're saying this word, you're going to be joining the meme to the meme mushaddad, and then this meme mushaddad is going to be joined to this meme mushaddad. Now, did you notice I skipped this noon sakin? I skipped the noon sakin because we are going to ignore that letter. Reason being, the meme mushaddad has got a shadda on top. So whenever there is a sakin letter, or whenever there is a letter that's got a shadda on top, you will join the letter to the one that's got the shadda, not to the one that's got the sakin. Okay, so if the meme was joining, let's look at this meme. If this meme was joining, it has the choice to join to the noon sakin, or it has the choice to join to the shadda letter, mushaddad, meme mushaddad. But it chooses to join to the meme mushaddad because it's got the shadda. All right, it will just forget about the noon that's got the sukoon or a jazm on top. So if we were reading this, we would say mim mana. And remember, this ayn is one of your throat letters. The sound comes from the middle of the throat. Yeah, so you have to make sure that you apply that when you say it. So please repeat after me. Mim mana. Well done. And just make sure you give a 2-second sound on these meme mushaddad, yeah? It's one of your hunna letters, okay? So well done, very nicely recited. Now could you try reciting this word for me?
Allahu Aziza Azina Azi Allahu Azina.
Okay, well done. Now the first time round when you read it, you didn't elongate the hamza, but this time you did. So well done for trying to elongate the hamza for at least 4 seconds. That is the rule. If you have a mad kabir, right, on a letter, right, and you're joining it to the next letter, you will have to elongate it according to the mad kabir for 4 to 6 seconds, and then you will end up joining it to whatever letter you're joining it to. So if we look at this example here, you have an alif, right, with this mad kabir here as well, yeah? You know you're going to elongate it for 4 to 6 seconds. But when you are joining it to the lam mushaddad, yes, you're going to elongate for 4 to 6 seconds, but still you're going to put pressure on the lam. So when we're saying it, we're going to end up saying Allahu adina. I'll say it one more time. Allahu adina. So I elongated the sound of this, and then I joined it onto the lam where I put pressure on top. Okay, so can you try saying this one more time for me?
Allahu Azina.
Okay, just remember, due to this mad kabir, you're going to end up elongating it. Okay, so try saying this for me. Allahu Allahu.
Allahu.
Much better. You're elongating it. Well done. Adina.
Azina.
Well done. Now this the sound is very different. You cannot give it a z sound, okay? It's the. You get the tip of the tongue and you place it or you touch it against the bottom part of the top teeth. All right. So try saying the for me.
The.
Well done. Adina.
Azina.
Okay. Just try not to say a z. This is not a z. Okay, listen to the difference. If I'm saying the and when I'm saying the, can you hear the difference between the two?
Yes.
Yeah, so one of them, which is a za, you're just giving a simple z sound, but that's not this letter here. You will say the, you get the tip of the tongue and you touch it at the top teeth, but the bottom part of the top teeth, the edge, okay? So let's try this one more time. Adina.
Azina.
Well done. Now I could hear that improvement there already. That will just come with practice. Don't worry if you don't get it right now, but that will definitely just come more with practice here. So let's try this word here. Now this word is very hard. So what I will do is I will recite it for you and you will repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Durriyuqad. Try saying that.
Durriyuqad.
Okay, good try. Well done. Very good try. It is a very hard word indeed to pronounce. But what you're doing is you're joining the dal to the ra to the ya, and then the ya to the ya. So it's basically like a chain, okay? Joining together, yeah? All of these words are going to be joining together. So to repeat after me, durriyu.
Durriyuyu.
Well done, mashallah. That was very quickly learnt. It's very hard to say these words actually, but you said that beautifully this time. So let's try saying this whole word again, but include the last two words as well.
Durriyuqad.
Better, much better. But remember, you're not saying yawqada because this one's not got a fatha. The ya's only got a dhamma on top, yeah? So durriyuqad.
Durriyuqad.
Yuyuqad.
Yuyuqad.
Well done. Very nicely recited, mashallah. These are very hard words, so don't worry if you're not quite getting them right now, but that will just come more with, as it says, practice. Okay, keep practicing that. Okay, so Jazakallah khair, G2246, mashallah, that was very nicely recited. Thank you very much for your
Jazakallah.
participation. Jazakallah khair. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Okay. So we just went through one line, but before we do the next two, we're just going to quickly go over this rule, which you guys have gone through, but I just want to quickly remind you a lot of it, because it comes up a lot in the surah that you guys are actually going to be going through today, or the surah you guys have been going through throughout the course of this week. It comes up literally in every verse of the surah. So if I just quickly remind you, this is a rule of waqf. Basically, waqf means to pause or to stop at the last vowel letter of a word by breaking the voice and breath during recitation. As you know, sometimes verses are very long, and so it's hard to complete a whole verse within one breath. And therefore, we do pause or we take a break, short break, so that we can break our breath again, breathe, and then carry on, basically. So that's what waqf is. Waqf means to pause, yeah? And we are just looking at the pausing on a letter just after a letter of mad. You know you have 3 letters of mad, alif, waw, and ya. And you are looking at the rule if there is a mad letter and the letter after it, yeah, is the letter that you're pausing at. So let's just quickly break down if it doesn't make sense right now. If I read this example out for you, للمتقين للمتقين. Okay, As you can see, there is a ya mad here. It's a ya mad because the letter before that has got a kasra underneath. So we know initially that this ya sakin has now turned into a ya mad. All right, it's a ya mad. We are going to elongate for 2 seconds. All right, but this we will elongate for 2 seconds if we are not pausing. All right, if we are pausing, yeah, we have a choice of either pausing for 2 seconds, 4 seconds, or 6 seconds, elongating the ya sound. So I'll show you what I mean by that. للمتقين للمتقين. Okay, now this ya, I elongated it for 4 seconds. If I'm pausing, I can elongate it for 4 seconds or 6 seconds, or indeed I can elongate it for 2 seconds as well. It doesn't matter. And why do we elongate it for either 2, 4, or 6 seconds? That's because you're pausing on a letter which has got a ya mad, a mud letter before it. Okay, ya mad is one of your mud letters. Let's just quickly look at the next example. ينفقون ينفقون. So if we are not pausing, we just got a vowel mud letter here, right? Vowel sakin, which is a vowel mud due to the dhamma before, right? And we are elongating it for 2 seconds. We cannot elongate it for longer. But if we are pausing, we're going to elongate it like this. ينفقون. This time, I spent 6 seconds on the vowel, okay? So a good thing that helps is when you're pausing that you use your fingers as well as you're counting quickly to see how many seconds you're spending, okay? I could say ينفقون and just elongate it for 2 seconds, or I could say ينفقون and elongate it for 4 seconds, and similarly I could elongate it for 6 seconds as well. And that same rule applies with this part here as well. An-nas. Okay, the letter that you're pausing at has got a mud letter before, and therefore we can elongate it for either 2 seconds, 4 seconds, or 6 seconds. So this rule, you guys are familiarized with that. But the only reason why I went through this rule was because it comes up quite a lot in the surah that we're actually going to go through today. Okay, so I know yesterday you guys got up to verse 33, so we're going to continue from verse 33 inshallah right now. You know that this rule is present literally at the end of every verse. As you can see, there is a mud letter before the letter that you're pausing at. Again, here as well, mud letter before the letter that you're pausing at. So when you're reciting, you have the choice of elongating for either 2, 4, or 6 seconds. Okay? Now, co-host, may I please have a student on the mic to help me with the recitation of the surah?
Yes, I'm going to invite at G2237.
Yes, G2237. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, may you please start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then inshallah I will lead you into the recitation, okay?
Okay, 1 minute. I just have to. 1 minute. 1 minute. I just have to. 1 minute. Need to. Yeah, no. What do you have to do it, Tom?
Okay. You start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah first, and then I will lead you in from this part here, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. Now let's just look at the first verse together, okay? The way it's going to go is I will recite the first verse for you, and then we will break it up into words, and then you can repeat after me, okay? So let's just look at this first verse quickly. Let me recite this one for you. وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ قَالُوا إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ لَضَالُّونَ. Okay, now my breath was running out towards the end. And as you could saw, I elongated that part only for 2 seconds. It's allowed. You can either elongate it for 2, 4, or 6 seconds. Quick reminder, yeah?
Okay.
Now let's break it up into words. Shall we break it up into words before we recite the whole thing? Yeah?
No, I don't need to.
Okay, do you want to attempt it yourself?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Attempt this verse yourself.
وإذا رأوهم قالوا إن هؤلاء ضالون.
Okay, well done, mashallah. Very nice try. I'm very happy about the fact that you were very confident at the start about trying this yourself. But there are just a few things I would like to mention. First of all, when you're saying this, right, you're saying ra'aw. Saying ra'aw is going to be a mistake, okay? So try saying aw.
Oh.
Well done, mashallah. Now I could hear that. A lot of people do make the common mistake of saying aw, but aw is the correct pronunciation, okay? So let's try this. وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ.
وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ.
Well done. And mashallah, you say the sound very nicely. Well done, okay? Let's look at this next part here. Repeat after me. قَالُوا.
قَالُوا.
Well done. Now, when you're saying this, right, you cannot just give it a 2-second timing. Yes, there is a vowel sakin, and the letter before that has a dhamma, okay, on top, and it's a vowel mud, so yes, we should elongate it for 2 seconds. But the thing that is most important is this sign here. Do you know what this sign is called?
أمد صغير. أمد صغير.
Well done, well done. Very nicely remembered. It's a mad saghir. And do you know how long we prolong a mad saghir for?
3 to 5 seconds.
Well done, well done. Very nicely remembered. So a mad saghir is elongated for 3 to 5 seconds. A good way of remembering mad saghir, guys, is if you look at this, it's a wave, right? It looks like a wave, yeah?
Yeah.
And mad saghir, the word saghir starts with an S, doesn't it? Doesn't an S look like a wave as well?
Yes.
Yes. But this wave is horizontal, whereas this one is sort of vertical. But that's a good way of remembering mad saghir. It's a wave, and S is also like a wave, okay? So just a quick way of reminding you that that's how you can recognize a mad saghir. So try.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a very good way of remembering. I remember it like that. Could you now try saying these 2 letters again for me, but this time elongate that one for at least 3 to 5 seconds?
Do we have to prolong them equal?
The mad saghir?
No, do you have to do qalu together? Do you have to prolong it? Do you have to prolong it equal?
Okay, good question. This qa, you will only elongate it for 1 second, okay? This qaf here. Because of this blank alif. If there is a blank alif letter before that has a fatha on top, okay, you know it's alif mud. So now you're only going to elongate that for 2 seconds. Only 2 seconds on the qaf. But this lu, you can elongate it for 3 to 5 seconds because of the mad saghir, okay? So when you're saying it, you're going to say qalu and elongate that for at least 3 seconds, okay? At least 3 seconds, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So try saying that for me.
Qalu.
Well done. This time your lam was elongated for longer, but remember it needs more time. It's 3 to 5 seconds. 3 to 5 seconds is a huge timing, yeah? It's very long. So if you look at this next part here, Inna ha'ula. Can you try saying that for me?
Inna ha'ula.
Well done. Now, if you look at this letter here, what's this sign?
A tashdid.
Well done. It's a tashdid, it's also a shadda, yeah? So are we going to give a 2-second nasal sound on this one here?
Yeah.
Yes, well done. If there is a noon with a shadda on top, like a noon mushaddad or mim mushaddad, you have to give a 2-second timing on that, okay? And that's why we did that here. Well done. Now, what sign is this?
Mad Saghir.
Yes, well done. Remember the wave, yeah? So if you have the mad saghir, how long do you prolong a mad saghir for?
For 3 to 5 seconds.
Yes, well done. 3 to 5 seconds. So it might seem a bit weird when you're reciting. It might seem a bit awkward that you're elongating a letter for so long, but it is the correct thing within the Arabic pronunciation, okay? So try saying this word here for me, innaha ula, but make sure you elongate the letters well.
Excuse me,
Yeah?
is this right that ha is going to be like the mud kabir, like over there? We're going to prolong the ha equal as the la.
Okay, good question. You're not going to prolong the ha equally to the lam. That's because these two letters, these two signs are different, okay? You have a mat saghir here. Do you know what this sign is called?
Ahmad Kabir.
Yeah, well done. So a mat saghir is elongated for 3 to 5 seconds, and mat kabir is elongated for slightly longer, okay? 4 to 6 seconds, right?
No, that I was talking about that there's a mud sabir. I mean Sawir. So that's for 3 to 5 seconds, and 5. I mean that's 4 seconds. So 2 more makes 7 seconds.
Are you saying if you can elongate that for 3 to 5 seconds, so if you give this 4 seconds and you give this 4 seconds as well because you're allowed, does that mean you're giving it the same timing? Is that the question?
No, that I thought that the mud sagir has to be long for 4 seconds. So and there is a vertical fatha under it, so it might be 6 seconds, I thought.
Oh, okay, right, okay. This question makes sense to me right now, yeah. So even though it has a vertical fatha there, even though it's got a vertical fatha, the mad saghir is the one that you should be paying close attention to, okay? When you have the mad saghir, you will not think about the 2 seconds of the vertical fatha. You will just think 3 to 5 second timing straight in your head. So if there is a mad saghir, you're just thinking about 3 to 5 seconds. The vertical fatha is not going to affect the timing of the mad saghir in any way, shape, or form. Okay?
Okay.
Well done. Good question. But have you realized that mad saghir is mostly present where there are mud letters or vertical fatha, vertical kasra, or inverted dhamma letters as well. That's where it's mostly present at, okay? So it comes on those letters, and that's why you sort of almost ignore the letter that's there, but not the letter, sorry, the sign that's there of vertical fatha, vertical kasra, or inverted dhamma, but the attention should closely be paid to the mad saghir that's there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So can you try saying this word for me, please?
إنها أولئك لضالون.
Well done. Very nice melody at the end as well there. But just remember, Dod needs to be elongated for at least 4 to 6 seconds because of the mad kabir. Yeah? So elongate it, and when you join it to the lam, have to put pressure on it. Okay, because lam has got a shadda on top. So let's try that one more time. La dallun.
إنها أولئك لضالون.
Okay, much better. But just remember, the thing that needs most practice at this point is the mad saghir and mad kabir. Just practice your mad saghir and mad kabir over and over again, yeah? Now let's just quickly look at this verse here. I'll recite it once for me and then you can repeat after me, okay? وَمَا أُرْسِلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ حافظين.
وما أرسلوا عليهم حافظين.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. Here at the end, how long can you prolong at the end for?
2 seconds.
Yeah, you can elongate for 2 seconds, but any other timing that you can look at as well?
3 to 5.
Okay, no, so when you're pausing, right, we're pausing on the noon, right, because that's where the verse is ending, yeah? The noon is the letter that we're pausing at. The noon is turning into a noon sakin, so a noon with a sukoon or a jism. And we know that we can elongate it for 2 seconds, but because the letter that you're pausing at has got a mud letter before it, you can elongate it for 2 seconds, either 4 seconds, or either 6 seconds as well. Okay, so you don't have to elongate that for 2 seconds.
Okay.
You should try and elongate it for 2, 4, or 6 seconds. But if you're reading a surah and you decide to give it like a 4-second timing, okay, towards the end, try and use the same 4-second timing wherever the rule comes up again. So in this surah, it comes up at the end of the verse, at the end of every verse, right? So if you start off with a 4-second timing towards the end, make sure that until you reach the end of the surah, that you apply the 4-second timing on every verse where that rule is present. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well done. And did you notice here, this one, vowel sakin, how long do we elongate this one for, this letter?
2 seconds.
Well done. 2 seconds, yeah? And a mad sagir is elongated for longer. It's 3 to 5 seconds, yeah? So make sure when you're reciting that you do not give the mad sagir and mad letter the same timing. If you're reading this, you have to show the difference between the two. So we're going to end up saying وَمَا أُرْسِلُوا. This one I elongated only for 2 seconds, but this one I made sure, since it has a mad sagir on top, that I give it at least a 3 to 5 second timing, so it's longer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well done, G2237, for your participation. That was very nicely recited, and I really like the questions you asked.
You're welcome, Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Keep practicing Mad Sagir and Mad Kabir, yeah? Okay. Jazakallah khair. May I please have another student on the mic, please?
Yes, I'm going to call G2234.
Yeah, G2234. Assalamu alaikum. G2234. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, may I please have another student?
Okay, we can call G2191.
Yes, G2191. Assalamu alaikum.
No, I don't think he's in the class anymore. Okay, I'm going to call G2136.
Yep, G2136. Assalamu alaikum. G2136. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, may you please start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then inshallah I will lead you into the recitation, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. So the verse that we are starting off from is this one here, yeah? I will recite this verse once for you, and then we will break it up into words, okay? Right, so here we go. فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنَ الْكُفَّارِ يَضْحَكُونَ. Okay, it's a very long verse, so reciting that in one breath can be hard, but that's where the rule of waqf is applied, yeah? So let's break that up into little words now. So please repeat after me. فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ
فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ.
Well done, well done. Just remember this is a the, okay? Try saying مَالَّذِينَ.
مَالَّذِينَ.
MashaAllah. Now I can really hear the. So well done. آمَنُوا.
آمَنُوا.
Well done. What sign is this here?
Kari fatha.
Yeah, kari fatha, which is in Urdu, and vertical fatha is also known as vertical fatha in English. So nicely pointed out. And how long do you elongate that for?
2 seconds.
Yes, absolutely, 2 seconds. So make sure that you do not elongate it for longer than 2 seconds, yeah? And this is a mud letter, yeah? Vowel mud. How long do you elongate a vowel mud for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. Mashallah, you know your rules. I was just checking if you could remember them. Okay, well done. Let's look at the next word. Min al-kuffari.
من الكفار
يضحكون.
يضحكون.
Okay, now this is not a za, all right? A za looks like this, yeah? This is a za, but this is a dod. Can you hear the difference between the two letters?
Yes.
So when you're saying it, you're going to say يضحكون. Try saying
يضحكون.
well done. Now I could hear the dod sound a bit. It's a very thick sound, so it is a bit hard to say. And this ha here, is this one of your throat letters?
Yes.
Well done. The sound of the ha comes from the middle of the throat. So remember, try not to say hakun. It has to be said ha. The sound is from the middle of your throat. So you're going to end up saying hakun.
Hakun.
Well done. Mashallah, now I could really hear the ha sound. Well done. Let's just look at the next verse. I'll recite it once for you, and then as always, we will break up into words and you can repeat after me. على الأرائك ينظرون. Okay, let's break it up into words now. Please repeat after me. على الأرائك.
على الأرائك.
Well done. What sign is this?
Very mud.
Yes, bari mad, like extra long stretched, right? So it's called mad kabir. Can you try saying that for me? Mad kabir.
Mad kabir.
Well done. And how long do you elongate a mad kabir for?
4 to 6.
Yes, well done. 46 seconds. Well done. So well done for saying that, but just remember that you need to elongate it for at least 4 seconds. Now, which sign do you elongate for longer? Do you elongate the mad kabir longer or the mad saghir longer or mad kabir for longer?
Mad kabir.
Well done. Because mad saghir has a 3 to 5 second timing and mad kabir has a 4 to 6 second timing. So mad saghir, you will have to elongate it for less than mad kabir. Okay, so well done for pointing that out. And let's just complete this verse. ينظرون.
ينظرون.
Well done. At the end over here, how long can you prolong it for?
2 seconds.
Yes. Any other timings?
4 and 6 seconds.
Well done. So you can elongate it for either 2, 4, or 6 seconds, yeah? Because the letter that you're pausing at has got a mud letter before. If whenever you're reading the Quran and you see that you're going to pause on a letter which has got a mud letter before, then you know you can elongate it for either 2, 4, or 6 seconds. But keep that timing consistent, okay? If you're reciting it 4 seconds at one place, then make sure you try and recite it 4 seconds in other places as well, yeah? Let's look at the next verse now. I will recite it once and then you will repeat after me. هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون. So if you could now repeat after me, we will break it up words. It will break it up into words. هل ثوب
هل ثوب
Well done. Mashallah, I could see you really try to say the th sound, yeah? A lot of people end up giving it a sa sound, a scene, which basically looks something like this, yeah? But make sure that a th and a sa, these are two different letters, and so you cannot mess up the timing, not the timing, sorry. You cannot mess up the sounds or mix them up together, yeah? So try saying that once more for me.
هل ثوب بل
Well done. كفار
كفار
ما كانوا.
ما كانوا.
Well done. Now, if there is a letter which has got a shadda on top, what do you do?
2 seconds.
You put pressure on it, yeah. So you have to put
You have to put a nasal sound.
Okay, so it's not a nasal sound because it's not a noon sakin or like a meme sakin or noon mushaddad or a meme mushaddad. It's a normal letter like a fa, but since it's got a shadda on top, so like this tashdid here, you're going to put pressure on it, or put more emphasis, yeah? So try saying this for me. Kuffaru.
كفار.
Well done. And then you were elongating these letters. How long are you elongating these letters for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. Because you have an alif mad here, an alif mad joined to the kaf here, and a vowel mad as well. And just to finish this verse off, يفعلون.
يفعلون.
Well done. Is ayn one of your throat letters?
Yes.
Well done. And do you know where the sound of the ayn comes from?
Middle of the throat.
Well done. So if there is an ayn, we know the sound comes from the middle of the throat. So we have to give it that sound. So let's try saying ayn for me. Try saying ayn.
Ein.
Okay. Now an alif and ayn are two different letters, so you must not get confused between the two. Okay. So يفعلون.
يفعلون.
Well done. Now I could sort of see that you were trying so hard to put that sound or say the sound from the middle of the throat. Okay. So well done. Mashallah, very nice you recited G2 136. Thank you very much for your participation for today, yeah? Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, guys, we were able to complete Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Alhamdulillah. So now, before we move on to anything else, I just want to try and complete the hard words that we were going through. Because again, I know we did the first column of it, but there were like two more columns left. So yes, it's going to be the hard words that we're going to be going through. This column we already did. So now we're going to move on to this column. Therefore, co-host, could I please have a student on the mic to help me recite these words?
Okay, I'm going to call G2107.
Yep, G2107. Assalamu alaikum.
I don't think the student is here. Okay, I'm going to call G2108.
Yep, G2108. Assalamu alaikum.
G2108, can you unmute yourself, please? Okay, G2. G2174.
Yep, G2174. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, now, may you please start off with Tabud and Tasmiyah, and then inshallah we will start going through this column, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. Okay, now let's look at this first word here. Would you like to attempt trying to read it on your own?
يسعد.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. You gave a very nice ayn sound here because you know that ayn is one of your throat letters. So well done for including that sound. And Sod again is one of your round mouth letters. So try repeating that after me. Yas'adu.
يسعد.
Well done. So round mouth needs to be given on the dal, yeah? Well done. Let's look at this next word. Can you try saying this for me?
mahatu.
Okay, now what's the ta got on top?
Shadda.
Well done. So what happens when there is a shadda on top of a letter?
You have to put pressure on the letter.
Excellent. We have to put pressure on the letter. So when we are joining these letters together, the ha and the ta, we have to put pressure. So if you could please repeat after me. Mahatu.
Mahatu.
Well done. So pressure needs to be put on the ta, yeah? On the ta and the ha. Well done. And could you please also try reciting this word for me?
Kal'ihni.
Mashallah, well done. Very nicely recited. And you gave a very nice ayn sound as well. You read that beautifully, so there is nothing much I can tell you to change here. But well done. I can see that you're okay with reading hard words. Keep practicing them over and over again, and inshallah you will get there very soon, okay?
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khair for your time. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, may I please have another student on the mic, co-host?
I'm going to call G2239.
Yep, G2239. Assalamu alaikum. G2239. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, may you please start off with Tabud and Tasmiyah, and then inshallah we will start looking at the first word, okay?
من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يبايعنك.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. Now, if a letter has got a fatha dhamma kasra on it or underneath, how long do we give it?
1 second.
1 second. Well done. So even though this noon has just got like a fatha, we would just end up giving it a 1 second timing. We cannot elongate it. So please repeat after me. يبايعنك.
يبايعنك.
Well done. And try not to say y. That sound you're making is giving it an alif sound, yeah? But this is an ayn. When you're joining the ya to the ayn, you have to show, it's sort of like a jerking sound you're giving on the ayn because it's from the middle of the throat. So try saying يعنك.
يعنك.
Well done. Mashallah, very nicely recited. And could you please try saying this word for me as well? Well done. Your tha sound is very nice, mashallah, very nicely recited. But remember, seen, is this one of your qalqala letters?
No.
No, exactly. Well done. So you cannot give it a jerking sound there. So try repeating this one after me again. Tastakfiru. Okay. Well done. Very nicely recited. But try not to give a jerking sound on these letters, okay? Because none of these letters which have got a sukoon on top are actually your qalqala letters. None of them are, yeah? So, tastakfiru, no jerking sound there. Try saying that for me. Okay, much better. But I can still hear the jerking sound on the kaf, yeah? Well done. You've tried your best to say this word. It is a bit hard to say it as well. But remember, the jerking sound is not present in this word here, okay? So well done. And could you please try reciting this word here for me? Okay, well done. Very nicely recited. But just to remind you again, is lam one of your kalkala letters?
No.
And is ha one of your kalkala letters?
Yeah. No.
No. Okay, well done. So the lam and the ha, you cannot give it a jerking sound. Yes? So just remember, you need to make sure that you do not give it a jerking sound. So repeat after me. Kalmuhli. Okay. Now, if you try and listen to the difference. Kalmuhli and kalmuhli. Do you hear the difference? I'm not giving a jerking sound on the lam and the ha. Yeah? So make sure the jerking sound, where you say kal, try to say kal. Try saying that for me. And try saying muh. Li. Kal. Muh. Li. Kal muhli. Okay. Mashallah, very nicely recited G2239, but just make sure that you do not give a jerking sound on every letter that's got a sukoon on top. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well done. Very nicely recited. Thank you very much for your participation, G2239. Take care then. Allah Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
There is another sibling, G2238, if you want to give a go to her.
Yes, G223. Did you say G2238?
Yes.
Okay, G2238. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Due to the shortage of time, is it okay if I can call you for the end dua, G2238?
Okay.
Yeah, so we will call you for the end dua, yeah?
Okay.
Well done. Okay. So co-host, if we come to the end dua, if you could call
Okay.
G2238 to the mic,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Jazakallah khair. Okay, so as you guys know, we went through Surah Al-Mutaffifin. We completed the whole surah today, alhamdulillah. And we went through hard letters as well. These letters are genuinely very hard to recite, but making sure that you practice that over and over again can help you a lot. Yeah? So make sure practice is what you do. Practice is what you need. And that's the same thing written here. Practice, 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 literally 3 times. Because you need to practice these words, okay? Now the homework PDF is loading, so if you just bear with me for a second, it should come up any second. Okay, here we are. Right. So our homework for today is to go through Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Yeah, it's chapter 83. You can call it Surah At-Tatfif as well, and it's also known as Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Either way you can read it. You can say it as however you like. It's chapter number 83 of the Quran. And remember, it's verses 33 to 37 that we went through. So make sure that these verses have been practiced today. And when you do practice, make sure that you apply all the rules that you know. For extra practice, we would like you to practice the hard words that we went through today, which are basically these words right here. Okay, so remember to practice these words, these hard words, because the only way you can actually start reciting the Quran fluently is if you practice it more. And these hard words, they come up quite a lot in the Quran, so make sure that you have got the grip of them. in tomorrow's lesson, inshallah, we will not only go through Surah Al-Mutaffifin, but we will also be going through these hard letters, okay? So therefore, make sure you have practiced these hard letters as well, yeah? So Surah Al-Mutaffifin and the practice of the hard letters, yeah? So, as always, before ending our dua, we end our class with, before ending our class, we end our class with a dua. So if I could please have G2238 on the mic, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too, alhamdulillah. Okay, may you please start off with the award and tasmiyah and recite the following prayer for me, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done, mashallah. Very nicely recited. Could you please read out this dua for me?
Allahumma marhamni Bil-Qur'an Azim.
Mashallah, very nicely recited. Now, could you please recite this after me as well? Allahumma arhamni.
Allahumma rahal. 1 minute. Allahumma arhamni.
Okay, try not to give a jerking sound there, yeah? Try not to say hamani. Hamni.
Hamni.
Mashallah, well done. Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. And could you please read out the English for me as well?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran the Great.
Well done, mashallah, very nicely recited. Thank you very much for your participation, G2238.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Allah Hafiz. Okay, so that was it for today's class, everyone. I hope that this class is beneficial for you. Make sure that you do the homework. Tomorrow we will be testing you not only on Surah Al-Mutaffifin, but also on the hard words. So make sure you go through that as much as you can. And just make sure that when you do go through the surah and the hard words, that you apply all the rules. So until tomorrow then, take care of yourselves, and inshallah I hope to see you guys in another class soon. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.